One morning recently, you may have gotten up to discover something unexpected in your driveway or on your front lawn. A new newspaper for and about the city of Stafford. Possibly the most intriguing is the writing staff for SMSD News, the high school's journalism club.
When the idea first came to me as far as, hey, why don't we start a paper? It wasn't long after then the idea hit me, why don't we try and get the kids involved in this? Because we did as a community just go out for the $49.9 million bond project that built this new college and career readiness center. We've got 12 career paths that the kids can take. Well, an extension of that is how to get the kids to transition from high school into the real world. This gives them an opportunity to participate in the journalism at a high school level, but yet be in the real world. So now we have students that are reporting, student photographers, student editors. We have students that's doing translation for us, for those in the Hispanic community. So it's just a lot of opportunities for kids to participate in. And because this is done more as a passion / hobby / just something that I want to do versus a pure profit margin. You know, this is not something that a typical paper can afford to spend the time, the effort to get kids involved. I can do that. And being a monthly paper, it fits into the kids' schedule, because if this was a weekly, the kids just wouldn't have time for that. Because at the end of the day, they still have to take tests, they still have to do homework, they still have to do all of these other things. And so they're squeezing this in their other time. But for the dozen or dozen and a half kids we have involved, it allows them to fulfill a passion they have, which is to get involved in journalism.
Well, it's something that I've always kind of saw myself, or really indirectly thought about when I went about my daily life. And I do enjoy the occasional writing. I used to write poems, and I love having a voice. I've always wanted to have a voice in something, so why not start with journalism?
Well, you see, photography is sort of a side passion of mine. It's a hobby, definitely. It's starting to build up as a passion. And I thought, well, what a great way to exercise it than in the newspaper.
If a student comes to you as a business owner and asks to put an ad in the paper, 20% of that will go for the journalism club, which will provide money for scholarships. So as some kids sell candy to earn money for their activities, some of the kids in the journalism club will be selling ad space, which will help fund the club itself, plus scholarships for those seniors that will be graduating this coming year.
This is my fail-safe. This is also, if I decide to use this as my main career, I'll go with that as opposed to psychology. But so far everything's pretty loose as far as a plan goes. But who knows, this might be a main career or it might just stay a hobby. Either way, I should be okay.
Well, my real passion is music and theater, but I might do a minor degree in journalism.
I think it's good for the community to be able to see the next generation at work. And I think it's going to be good as we'll see these kids in action progress. You'll be able to see an article written by a sophomore and watch the same person become a senior and the way they write an article at that time. So in the real world of news, you got to be on your A game from day one. You don't really get to see a progression. But with the Stafford Sentinel, you'll get to see the children of the community progress and grow up in the news world.
For Spartan Spotlight, this is Randall Williams.